Hey guys, welcome to my Hobonichi Cousin Planner update, which is also a guide on how to keep up with daily journaling. In this video, I'll walk you through my daily journal entries and show you what has personally helped me make an entry every day. There are entries where I write about my day and what's on my mind in general. So I didn't write my entry on July 1st, but on July 2nd instead, since I only have time to write in the morning. These two entries are about my last tutoring session and the fact that we bought a new projector. I also thought of a movie that I really liked, Good Boy. We didn't watch it that day, but it fits the theme. On July 3rd, I took our puppy to the vet and described what the experience was. We had to wait a long time because it's vacation season and everyone wants to get their dogs vaccinated before traveling. Not much happened the next day, so I spent some time thinking about life decisions. The floral stickers, the washi tape, and the ink are from the Coffee Monsters Co. On Sunday, the topic was karma. I believed that karma exists, so I did some research on the topic. That's what I do when I can't think of anything to write about. I just pick a random topic, do some research on it, and learn new and interesting things along the way. Since I was planning to go on a trip soon, I wrote about traveling on July 6th. By the way, the stickers are from the Linné app, so they're free to print. There's a large community there and that shares their designs. On the 7th, I focused on packing my suitcase, and on Wednesday, I actually packed my things. So that's why I made a list here. On Thursday was the big traveling day. I took the train to Munich. That takes about 3.5 hours if you're lucky. Most of the time it takes longer because of delays and constructions. This entry is very important to me. I took a planner with me on the trip and dared to write in public. I'd never done that before. I'm always afraid that people will wonder what I'm doing and read my entry. The truth is, nobody cares. That day I also stopped by the Oberpollinger department store and, of course, I bought some stationery, but I made sure to stick to my budget. On August 10th, we visit the Oktoberfest Museum with my company. It was very interesting. We took a guided tour of the museum. You should definitely book the tour. Without the fascinating information, it can be a bit boring, or you'll have to do a lot of reading, if you like. On Saturday, I headed back home. And you can tell from this entry that my handwriting isn't very neat since I wrote it on the train. On Sunday, I wrote again about my journaling in public and my experience at the hotel. I discovered that Hobonichi Techo sells pens in colors of the month. Of course, I had to buy them right away and try them out. The light blue is a little too light for my taste. Here I wrote about my weekly conversations with my dad. We talk twice a week. That's really important to me since he lives far away and we don't see each other that often. On the 16th, I didn't feel like writing. That can happen. So I just drew a few doodles of what I did the day. So there are days like that, and that's okay. On Friday, I noticed that we have a wasp nest in the house. Yes, in the house. The wasp burrowed through the wooden beam and built a nest inside the roof. Yeah, I let our landlord know. I couldn't resist and bought a new notebook. It's from Leuchtturm 1917 and it's a limited edition, like a summer version. And it came with a free bag. This one here. I haven't opened it yet. Here are 2 more entries about my daily experiences. We were given a tomato plant and it's actually bearing fruit. We also bought a new electric kettle. Not exactly exciting, so I looked up a few interesting facts about electric kettles, which actually isn't that exciting either. On July 21st, I ordered 2 coloring books from Catnip. The last time I used a coloring book was when I was a kid. I'm curious to see if I'll still enjoy it as an adult. It's an experiment, so to speak. I've been thinking about learning Korean for a long time, but I haven't gotten around it yet. Here are 2 entries on the topic of Etsy and brand building. I'd actually like to have my own shop someday. We will see. My product idea is hidden under this little sheet. On the 27th, I got up early because I couldn't sleep anymore, and I did some research on the topic of the body clock. On the 28th, I wrote about my new pink printer. I just realized that I write a lot about my purchases. So what should I say? New items make me happy and are, of course, something special. The last few entries are all about selling products. You have to register your packaging and your small business before you're allowed to sell anything online. And in Germany, there are many regulations. Yes. So, that's it. I hope you were able to take away a few ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.